Hey, I had a dream about you.
Envoy. So, you're that godlike, the Adiran envoy. You're the one who saves the ambassador from the strangle root, right? Interesting. Say, would you be up for helping out some down-on-their-luck Adirans who can't catch a break? Galarde. Lawfled and Gladwine came here about 8 years ago, long before the recent rush of Adirans. They admitted to having a checkered past back home, but they started a new life in Paradis. Back then, you'd struggle to find an Adiran in the city. Now they're everywhere. Anyway, with all these Adirans coming in, Lawfled and Gladwine started spotting old faces. And if they were spotting old faces, it was only a matter of time before those faces started spotting them back. They're lying low in the shantytown for now, but they mean to leave for Thirdborn.
Adirans in the shantytown. I doubt they're getting a warm welcome. Most of the people there are Paradisans run out by Adir.
They're afraid to go out in public, and Gladwine, poor soul, he's gone blind from bad drink. Exactly. And the required herbs grow in the wilds around Paradis. It's a little too dangerous for us ordinary folks, but for the Adiran envoy, for the hero who braved the strangle root, I'm sure it will be no problem.
Ending with flattery is a nice touch.
Agrasima. Many thanks, envoy. Oh, there is one more thing they need. Land deeds. They've already paid for them. There's a Rawatayan in the Pearl District, Mako, who was handling the paperwork. I don't know. That's the problem. Mako and I had a falling out a while back. It's best if someone else goes. Thank you, envoy. God bless you.
Hey, it's the envoy!
Envoy, hey!
I swear, I owe you the world.
I owe her the world. She saved my life, remember?
Yeah, you only told me about 100 times.
Hey, where's Yeda? Is everyone else on their way?
No. Oh, gods. Does she mean...
They didn't make it, Offreak. I'm sorry.
But you saved Cadman. You couldn't save them? Or you didn't try?
What happened?
What?
They probably went quickly, if that helps.
I can't understand this.
Hey, Offreak, hey, listen. We always knew that was a risk, right? And we told ourselves.
Better to go out at the bottom of the world or the top. I'm dying in bed like Granda, asking what if.
Did you avenge them? Is the Oracle dead? At least they got justice.
And I got my brother back.
Don't be a baby. You would have been fine without me.
What I mean to say is, we're grateful, Envoy.
Oh, that reminds me. I wanted to give you this. It belonged to our grandfather. He'd always wanted to join the Corps, but life got in the way. When we were recruiting, he gave it to us to remind us to live well.
Well, I'm sure you've got big Envoy things to do.
I don't know if you heard, but there's a plague on and everything.
If you're ever in High Crown, look us up.
Yeah, we can drink to the Corps together.
I wish things had turned out better for the rest of them, but I'm glad they made it. One of them may even get a happy ending. Wouldn't want their diplomats going hungry or sober. guess the deer and disciplines haven't applied to that. We make a good squad. I don't think the new owners like company. This may not be the prettiest part of town, but it's got the grinning battle rock.
You saved my life. He would have killed me, and all for a few points.
Think nothing. You there! Are you just going to stand there and gawk at that body all day?
He's dead. It's not like I can do anything for him.
You can see that the poor bastard is properly processed. What is this? Charms?
The hunters set that up as a way...
Oh. Any tempestuous Luandi culture? A pleasure, envoy. I'm Aldrich, the bounty master of Paradise. If it suits your fancy, check the board for work. The dangerous kind. Some more than others. Speak to me when you've got something to turn in. Show it here. I don't envy you having gone into that horrid place, but I'm thankful you did so. Be safe out there, you hear?
You're free to pass through the gate now.
Wasn't there supposed to be a cartographer around here? You take lead.
To your left! Next one's mine! Where's my mark? Come and get me!
What's the target? Give me a target. What am I hitting? Aim where? Give me a target. Looks like another piece of that Vortica totem. Reminds me of the Rowatine Navy's punishment for desertion. Unseen, unheard. Hello, you guys! Right flank! Another glorious battle. Oh no, you don't! your best shot.
Come and get me!
So-called godless people. Disappeared centuries ago, but there are plenty of ruins to remember them by. First rule of godless ruins, don't touch anything.
We have been here before. Does the new earth settle beneath your feet? The Adra breathes. We shape the mountains. You build your foundation on us too. Now our memory is a wound, reopened. For generations, the Akita wandered the land, seeds in the wind. A storm had tossed them to our shores. They were branches without roots. Then you, Kishimal, were born with our face. Our flowers bloomed in your hair. Your people saw a sign of greatness. An obligation, a sacrifice for the whole. Your life was not your own. The elders trained you not as a child, but as a paragon. They expected everything. They forgave nothing. The responsibility was like a stone. Help us remember, Kishimal. How did you bear the weight? Your resolve filled your people with trepidation and respect. They knew you would leave a legacy. Of what kind, they were unsure. When you came of age, turmoil stirred. Lightning split the bark. Some tired of their exile. They wanted to return to their ancestral lands. It was toil enough together. Divided, you would surely fail. A bud opened. A comet streaked across the sky. You had a vision. You dreamed of a city where the sea swept into the wood. A place to flourish, to gather. More than a settlement, a home. What did you envision in your fitful sleep, Kishimal? After years of hunger, the Akita deserved stability. You could not nourish your souls without nourishing your bodies first. So the carpenters and masons set out, but we resisted them. What was a wall to a trailing vine, an arch to a mighty oak? The Akita's fate hung by spider silk. You knew you must adapt. Months became years, and the people stood in awe of what they built. It eclipsed the lands of their ancestors. Its spires challenged the clouds. How did you feel as you gazed upon your masterwork? You could only rest for a moment. Your greatest trial awaited you. The people reasoned that the one who had built the city should lead it. A chorus of their voices joined in one. Another wait. Some claimed that this was the destiny your birth foretold. Tell us, Kishimo, how did you lead? You learned the value of balance. We should like that to be our way. To their surprise, the people admired you. You upheld the old ways, but questioned them when they no longer served the greater good. So your reign passed, a year into an age. The seas rose and fell until one day. Nothing. Silence. We see ash. Devastation. A lifetime reduced to dust. We can remember no more, no matter how far we reach back. It is fruitless. A void. A tremor in the Adra. Perhaps it should not be known. Yet one shape shines through the canopy of our memory. A face amid the rubble. You, Kishimo. What became of you? A life of sacrifice, and only ruin to show for it. Your people searched. They grieved your absence. There was nothing to forgive. They found you on a summer morning. We saw them bring you home, and we learned. We twine together. We reach for the sky. We grow. We grow. We grow.
Hey, Envoy. Back with us? quiet as the depths.
Where's that?
Another win, but who's counting? If she discovers any embarrassing secrets, I'll keep them to myself. Promise.
No, that wasn't me. It was. How am I ever supposed to return to the farm? Be careful, godlike. Runid has such power. God, such terrifying power. No, I don't think I am. Oh, she told me such terrible things. I was a wicked person in my last life. Evil to the core. So many dead. By my hands. What do I do, though? Find the descendants of those... I can't even say it. Look, I just want to go back home. To the farm. How can I possibly face anyone now? Knowing what I know. I keep telling myself that that person, that murderer isn't me, but they were. They are. I suppose you have a point. Thank you. I think... Oh, make sure to toss a coin into the pond behind the Watcher's home after your reading. Why, it's tradition. Runid doesn't accept payment for her readings. So this is what people do. What you do is your decision, but you have been warned.
Step closer, godlike. If it is a watcher you seek, then a watcher you have found.
She's accurate so far.
Why have you come to me, godlike? The echo of a past life, mayhaps. Common enough for one who has so recently died.
Word travels fast.
Let's have a look at you then. You who came to these shores on a royal errand. You who have died and returned. To open the door to your soul, we must first open a door to your mind. Now repeat after me. I stand on the shore between here and beyond. Very good. Spoken with conviction. I dip my toe into bottomless depths. The lake is a mirror, The mirror is a door, and the door stands open.
A door? A garden gate?
Impossible. Someone is here with us? How? Who are you? What are you? Show me what you are.
A hand knocks on our bark. Do we answer? How can they see?
What is this I hear? Old and forgotten. Echoes of echoes. An uninvited passenger? Curious. Something clings to your soul, felt but unseen.
Voices, echoes in the placid lake. Shelter the seed from winter. Who reaches for our bars? Who speaks?
Enough! I have seen into your soul, and hereby close that which was open. The door is shut, the reading finished. Well, that was truly unexpected. Forgive me. A watcher lives with one foot in the beyond. To go deeper is to lose oneself. I am pleased to report I made contact with your soul, and then with something I cannot name. First, the good news. Not only is your soul healthy, it is strong, powerful. Strange for one who so recently died. Death leaves a scar, but you are unmarked. Instead of passing through the beyond, your soul was nurtured, protected, caged.
Soft. The shell cushions the egg.
You only live because someone would not permit you to die. But I wonder, who? Of that, I am unsure. You might find that you suddenly have new abilities that manifest in battle, for instance. Or you may feel a spiritual connection to ancient places, like memories not your own. But that does not explain who pulled you from the grasp of death. Who would do such a thing? Perhaps. But when they offer a second chance at life, it is never free of charge. It has been years since I met a godlike. Their souls have a sonorous quality, like the music of a bell. A godlike soul sings together with the god that has claimed them, made them their own. It gives them power. Your soul, it has no chime. In its place, a thorn jabs at your essence, working its way to the surface. I told you the good news. Now comes the bad, or the unusual. When you came into this life, a thorn pierced the fabric of your soul, and your soul grew around it, trapping and embracing the invader. A godlike's chime is a gift, a blessing. But a godlike's thorn? That may be a curse. I cannot say. The gods must answer for their actions. We know that a god touched you at birth, but which one and why? They always signed their work, and none of them lay claim to you. Disturbing. Terrible. There are so few godlike remaining, and you are a stranger even among your own kind. better luck in your next life. I wish I could tell you that everything will work out in your favor, but the wheel turns by a merciless hand. One word of advice. When you find a pillar of Ardra, commune with it. Ardra has a strong link to the beyond. Ardra holds the path between this life and the next, a conduit for souls all around Eora. Through Ardra, a soul may find its way back to the wheel to be born again. But the Ardra here, in the living lands, is different, insular. It connects only to itself, twisting vines, essence warping into essence. A lost soul, perhaps, wandering and in search of some connection from afar. When you find Ardra, commune with it. Take heed of its lesson. Ardra may pave your road to the truth, or it may lead to a dead end. But the journey will teach you. That I promise. Before we close, have you any final questions? For us both, I assure you. Safe travels, godlike, and thank you for the glimpse at your wonderful soul. I will pray that your next turning of the wheel is uneventful. Until then, you are bound to live a rich and complicated life.
This kind of thing makes my skin prickle. Let's get out of here. Dawnshore is most people's first view of the living lands and last brush with civilization. The local militias lax at the best of times, which these are not. If anyone can get away with looting a temple, it's a goblin. A lot of explorers end up dead here. But, hey, they're not you. Right behind you.
What am I? Left leg! just getting warmed up.
A squad mate took a bet to steal an ogre's club. He lost that bet. And both arms. You take lead. Another one now.
Coming from your right. Aim where? Hey! Over here!
What's that? Go!
Thanks. Watch the left. Come and get me! Nothing stopping me.
cheap fertile land. Too good to be true, you said.
You were the one who told me we should try our hands at farming.
We under our stuff. Play
The so-called godless people disappeared centuries ago, but left plenty of ruins to remember them by. Glad you're on my side. Unseen, unheard.
Hold it, you. Nice shot. Let's see what we got. Still recovering. Smoke right there. Right there. Behind you. I can't. Just like the good old days.
That looks valuable. Want to do the honors and open it? The Living Lands is scattered with old Parkrunan ruins like this. Good builders and explorers. Now, the last of them live in an old keep in Galawain's tusks. Silence never taken kindly to settlers.
Take your best shot. Let's see what you got. To your left.
In Rawattai, you don't abandon good supplies. I wonder what happened here. Old fella who used to live here ended up in one of those shanties by the dock. That's why.